The courier brother was directly run over by the driver. The driver doesn't hurry to save people after getting out of the car. Instead, complain that my brother doesn't have eyes. The most unconscionable thing, when the little brother asked the driver for help with begging eyes, the driver is observing the surrounding intersections without surveillance. Quickly get back in the car and reverse the car. Due to lack of evidence, the court ruled that it was just a traffic accident, so the driver only spent a year in prison. Free again. Brother's mother found the driver. Did you dare to promise? Let Kongji stick cut that kind of bullet. The driver insults and taunts the old man wantonly. He doesn't know that all this is hell. Kim watched the driver secretly. The perfect opportunity to soak in hot springs alone. A king porcupine driver's stray hair put him in the water. Oliver, Assy, hurry up and spread it out for me. Which turtle grandson is it? Please, mom, I beg your mother. This is for me to continue drinking for me. During the day, Akin is a little transparent at the police academy. At night, it becomes Yama to judge criminals. All the criminals who evaded the judge. All will die under Ajin's hand swung. Like this fat man with a fleshy face, in front of the child, beating his mother directly, for pretending to be mentally ill, sentenced to just 3 years by the court. So blatant to cover up criminals. Let the boy fully realize that the rules are unfair. Then you should break the rules. 12 years later, the boy made it to the police academy through hard work. And after the first day of junior high school, the fat man is still doing evil everywhere. As soon as I got on the bus, I punched the for hanging orders and raised my arm. He is another first-level electric cannon. Playing with the air at will is a first-class punch. Hands pulled from the sky is a blow and a kick. Back up, one more blow, one more kick, right? Hijack and die. Kicking hands covering face. Little do you know, all this was seen by Akin when he grew up. Since the law is just a piece of paper, then let me report it in the newspaper. Akin stalks the fat man. Came to a dark and remote alley. The fat man turned his head after finding out that it was a thin boy. Don't care. Cut across at the touch of a hair. The fat man attacked first. Ajin second served, first served. This is a heavy punch. Which fat man dreamed of 2 shots on the spot? If you still want to climb, you will be flattened by Ajin. Robbed and stuffed into the trash. Bring cardboard when you get up. In an instant, I felt like I was dead and screaming. Rushing up, Ajin punched his eyes with stars. 1 inch is another hook. Thank you, bosses. What did you say? I saw the good pig fat man smashed the pig in the face. Crazy. I drive you crazy. With the fat man no longer able to eat for dishes, let Ajin completely incarnate into Yama to judge evil. He saw it in today's rule of law news. 2 lone sharks break into the debtor's house. Not only did you put people in Uzi and pulled the dead Baba on him, what about gangsters because they colluded with the judge? Not only was there no punishment, he even threatened to make life worse for the family. Kim heard rage, put on your robe and rushed to the house. Those 2 gangsters are normal 1,000-year-old people's flower dog's peep. The 2 who were disturbed were like bulls. Cursing, the suit looked at Ajin, who raised his hand, hiding and holding the space. He threw a dog forward with his arms out. Direct. Now people look up, watching 2 thugs kneel on the ground like dogs. 3 days later, Ajin saw another news of temperament. Plastic surgeons are not just female patients. We recorded the whole thing and we posted it online. He didn't even get his medical license revoked afterwards. Kim smashes the hospital glass with rage. Enter the operating room and have a look. You kid is pretty horny. Uncle, such a big car. This beast directly crawled out of a wave ball. It's chairperson Mao who shoots together. The neck hits the artery for a while. The man instantly fell to the ground. You take another step. Revenge the financial institutions. What about these cases? It quickly attracted the attention of reporter Hong Ya. He is acutely aware that once exposed, isn't that hand's power rising? Sure enough, because as soon as it was announced, there was countless public support. He also gave Ajin a nickname of Cold-Faced Yummer, read for audience ratings. Deeply studied Akin's case. The time to find out that the traveling prisoners happened on weekends. So prepare the live broadcast in advance. I heard this abacus in Changsha. But 3 weeks later, dispose of the prisoner's message selfishly. Still haven't received any. The immediate boss is depressed. Sister Hong decides to enlarge the trick, taking advantage of the traceability case that shocked the entire Smeater. Lead out a kin. There are also failed states. Decided to take revenge on the victim's appetite. So he wears a helmet disguised as a delivery man. Come to the door of the trial home, but ran into the police. Facing interrogation by the police, ZPL squatted down and opened the lunchbox for inspection. Just a moment of reaching out. Once took out a big bottle gun with a wide find magic pen. Scratching is a big move. The two were in the corridor and wanted to rush the police. Fo himself is a knife. The police officer in pain bared his teeth and cracked his mouth. Xiaodu opens a bottle of sulfuric acid water directly towards the face of the police officer, instantly hurt the police to death. The fighters outside the house also aroused their appetite. He said, "You are not." Small Bleach opens the door. He grabbed Shai Yun's hair and dragged it outside the house. "This money is mine." It's so annoying. The police endured. Raise your head and hold your scoop's thigh to stop the atrocity. Shin sees the opportunity to steal. Zibao quickly threw the police away with a blow of stealing chickens, quickly falling towards the stone cloud, and quickly fired the gun in the stairwell. This is a first-class handsome. Okay, then ask you about this fine. You can ask him. Let me ask you, do you call him a man too? Or go obediently to any woman? It's true. Are you here waiting for him to go out? Just started taking my ticket and you just let him up. Just now, you walked you from outside on Times Street. Big head shoes. You take a machete and you put it on a plate. Two big firecrackers are more beautiful and more controlled. A horse fork is a section. Then knock on the elbow. 8. Scoop's struggling arms pressed against the iron railing. Gaba is a hit. It hurts. My little prince is not him. He blocked the tree. It's huge. Ouch. Ah Jin's creation method is a first-class punch. Not waiting for Zpiao to come to his senses. Seeing it in the belly of a pig is a first-class punch. Zpiao is teetering like a couple of tails of wine. Pop, 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 uppercut together. Fist-clenching training. A sprinkled iron leopard drives directly out the window. Zpiao already knew that he was dead in our mother's belly. Sister Hong rushed to the crime scene as soon as possible. Look at the scene in front of you. The ecstasy came to my face. The stream sent audience ratings skyrocketing. Sister Hong applauds and talks about earth-shattering wins. Hey, aha. For more traffic. He has his eyes on the criminals who bid on the label again. Superscript, but the most murderous gang leader in Kimchi country. Superscript torture means that is unscrupulous. If you don't like it, just take off your clothes. Throw it in a dead pig farm. Gently patted his palm twice. Soon a group of big fat pigs who had been hungry for more than 10 days appeared. Hum and pounds on the two men on the ground. The scene was extremely cruel. Morning Bao learned the news of being investigated by Sister Hong. Send a killer directly to the parking lot to assassinate Sister Hong. The killer sent Sister Hong up the mountain. He was about to be executed with a knife. Passing Sheriff No Beater, dozens of killers get out of the car. He has a big face and a big shave, which is a first-level iron fist. After catching the murderer, Nobita is also eyeing the criminals of the funeral darts. Don't learn about a layer of funeral darts through Sister Hong. Arrived as soon as possible by car. Humph, it's not up yet. Tianba Dongba walked forward with an unhappy face. Didn't know they were mating a horse. Brother of things. Dog thing red dust brother. Then stride forward. The child is on the phone and calls me. Call. I call me. And then Alha going forward. Middle. Level. Then use the people around you who are climbing the grass towards Caroler. Turned inside my head. Hold the floor. I put the head in. You then raise it high under the bed and drum it out loud. A warm gesture on the sofa. Don't make trouble when I'm serious. Don't be arrogant when you give you face. The group of Karas were also quickly brought to justice. It was on the news. On the other hand, Sister Hong was not frightened by the killer at all. Instead, start a live broadcast and declare war on trademarks. Logo sitting in front of the TV with a cold face. A plan of revenge is brewing in the eyes. Nobita, who came home from get off work that day, just got into the car. I encountered the god of wealth lying in ambush. Bring the killer's bayonet. How nervous is it to strangle the killer? False prophet is either solved or avoided. The killer's stab has been broken countless times. Pulling the killer's elbow. When he presses it, it's a punch. No direct killer. The fire in Nobita was massive. Kill him. Nobita's man is 3 hits on a girl. The killer dumped his car. Hit the killers as big as they are. Killers shoot guns and attack gods. Smash him with one punch. Shooting glass. What about the killer? It was the wrist that pressed the knife, and the knife was stolen. The killer's life is almost impossible. Why don't you just roll down? Nobita pushed open the car door with a murderous look on his face, just about to show off. Suddenly, he was knocked away by a 2-meter tall man. Nobita gets up and attacks. The two behemoths broke up secretly. Nobita tried his best. The Macho Man breaks the straight attack and seeks a short-haired fatal blow. Take the stick again and attack backwards. Nobita can only reluctantly reduce the price in the face of Macho Men. No phone at all. Grab the attack and hit the largest hand joint obliquely. Crazy Hunk switches positions. Kwangaba. One punch, another punch. Hit until the last 30 seconds and click on the macho to attack. Breaking up is a macho who can't go down. The man wants to play with 2 chickens and hits the car. Ride on a hunk ups. Play firecrackers together. Ups, it's a first level intermediary again. Ups, this killer can't cut the knife. The 2 cuts were made under the reasonable attack of the 2. Nobita can only slowly step back. When the killer was about to complete the lore against Nobita, Akin arrived in time. A slide shovel is half dead. It doesn't matter. It's going to kill a killer. No matter how big the speed is, kick it to a distance of about 30 meters. The 2 killers saw that the world was not good and left directly. It turns out that Ajin is also because of Sister Hong's live broadcast. I've been tracking the Morning Bao gang. I saved Nobita at a critical moment. Afterwards, the 2 decided to join forces. Sister Hong will mourn Bao, a drug dealer. I told the information of the little brother white hair. Akin is late at night. What about Akin? I followed the drug dealer who got the superscript. A secret drug trafficking operation was soon discovered. After the younger brother enters the secret room, Ajin grabbed his hair and pulled it back. A day when an eagle eats a chicken. The little brother fell to the ground with a thunderclap. Kim grabs his brain basket. Licking the table is a skill to catch the news. He was immediately confused. Then pick him up at the waist and pierce his heart towards the iron pillar. These people, pulling my brother's hair, drag him around like a dog. Pretty soon, Ajin took the ledger evidence of Morning Biao's drug trafficking. Take 10 billion dirty money and blow up the gang lair, and wrote a gauntlet on the wall. Join Morning Bao for the final showdown in the gym. The trademark directly carries hundreds of people, holding iron pliers. Fire hook to the gym. These little brothers drive away the employees in the monitoring room as soon as possible. Control the monitoring of all entrances and exits. At the same time, the morning bid told the younger brother, stare at all the men in black sweaters. Soon night falls. A man in a black sweater walks into the gym, just as the brothers were about to arrest, but found himself behind him. Countless people in black sweaters. After receiving the message, will be held to hell. Hades-themed music beats. Kim followed the crowd into the gym. The killer is looking for Kim. It's like a punch to an innocent audience, but found that none of them were me. At the same time, Kim chose to take the initiative and let Sister Honglet stream their murder throughout. The bayonet attacks of multiple killers in Akin. What about blood sprints? When the killer is about to attack. Morning, Bao and hundreds of younger brothers also rushed to the scene after hearing the news. As the bearer of Causeway Bay, I was angry when I saw Ajin. A person also came to find him off. How many dishes did you eat first? The last group. Kala Ghost rushed up crying and howling. Akin Dane Kala's swoop is jammed into the bus. Akin's two fists are hard to beat. I can only take the opportunity to hide in the car. The click on the venue is a breakup. Another one. One more blow. Then Ajin pushed dozens of younger brothers. It is not recommended to go to the hospital for a urine test, so everybody gets excited. Said the little arms and calves didn't move the legs. But the other party's younger brother is too soft. Akin has marched in this unity. Added Hunk water to smash about 80 meters away. The Hunk can't eat for dishes in his life. After getting off the bus, Nobita immediately shouted out the battle declaration. Let's shoot and wait for Cavion to see the siege of Nobita. Morning Bao also noticed Akin who was fighting. He was carrying a 90-meter broadsword. Aji grabbed the double whip and pulled forward with his elbows. Rush onto the bus. He knows how to shoot. Morning Bao breaking up is a punch. Akin turned his head. Gokaru! What a big attack and 8 times the trademark means. The standard breakup clips Akin's mind. 21. 2v2. He was beaten to the ground with one punch. Then for women grabbed his head. Kim reacted quickly. Before rushing forward, push away the morning bid knocked to the ground. I didn't expect to be a classmate from the police academy. When Ajin lifted his hat, he was dumbfounded. At the same time, the police from the in-laws house arrived at the scene. Trademark took the opportunity to run away with his younger brother. Ajin chased after him, soon caught up with a water kill. A gold fugitive was arrested. Melon hit the black soil and be a killer to kill the black. A blow turns his legs to the ground. Nobita arrived just in time. Unfold a 2 volts to superhuman atmosphere. Multiple trademark fighter jets. Fist mark injured shoulder. How the hell is that hair marked with a fist? Then he is the first level motive. The superscript is marked with gold stars in the eyes. My walls are bright and strong fighting fingers. This tooth may suck a few punches. You dare to disrupt the stability of the city. I will destroy your glorious face. Hurry up and be a first level iron fist. Then pull the hair on top. Look at your mouth full of red all-stars. The killer on the other side is no match for Nobita at all. Just when good is about to triumph over evil. Unexpectedly, the police chief appeared. Turns out he's the real boss behind the scenes. And the funeral bid is just a tool for him to keep his money. I'm not afraid of ghosts at all. That gap is far red and can be shot. Far from someone who can shoot. 3 shots to kill trademark. Take the sniper rifle and kill everyone else. Akin and the minister fled quickly. After all, no matter how good the hand is, it can't hold the bullet. The director saw that the bullets were gone. Just open the sluice and want to drown. Jin climbed up through the escalator, quickly run over and hit the director. The small pistol was directly broken. Akin grabbed the giant egg's hair and hit the iron rod with an arrow. Popeye Tobazi. Hi! Hey, continuously found the anger of action. Should I say? This director is really overplaying. No ability to pick up the pieces. Don't indulge in fickle emotions. Beaten with ketchup. Can't eat for dishes anymore. This is the end of this illegal dispute. I have to say it. Films like Heyo Keigo that meet social scars. It is indeed famous for its sense cards. The core and perimeter of the whole film are very similar except for the three evils. All criminals who can't do anything about the law. Lynching. Watch the male protagonist execute criminals in the name of Yama. It can be said to be full of pleasure. Moss, why don't I kick you more?